You know, sometimes the most profound wisdom, the stuff that really changes your perspective, it isn't found in some complex theory. Nope. It's in a simple sentence. And today, we're going to unpack one of those. A short, powerful little mantra that can totally shift your mindset. All right, let's get into it.
So here it is. This is the tool itself. The core idea is to say this to yourself and say it often. Make it a habit. Because this isn't just some nice thought to have once in a while. It's actually designed to be a practice.
Okay, so let's break this down piece by piece. The first half of this statement is so incredibly important because it's all about grounding ourselves in what's real.
Now, this first part, it might sound a little negative, but it's actually the complete opposite. It's not a complaint at all. It's an honest admission, and it releases us from that exhausting pressure we all feel to be flawless. When you say it, you're just aligning with a simple reality that, let's be honest, connects every single one of us.
So here's the crucial point. Accepting imperfection isn't about giving up. It's about seeing clearly. The moment we stop fighting reality and just admit that, yeah, things aren't perfect, that's when we create this foundation of honesty. And that's where we can actually start to build from. It's the essential first step.
And this is where the whole idea really takes off. Because what comes next is, I think, the most powerful part of the entire phrase. This is where the magic happens. It's all about making a conscious choice to change direction.
And it all comes down to one tiny word. But. That's the pivot point. It's such a small word, but it does a huge job. It basically acknowledges everything in that first part of the sentence, and then it deliberately says, okay, and now I'm choosing to look over here. So what is this pivot really doing? I mean, think about it. It's not erasing or denying the imperfections, right? The problems are still there. The struggles are still real. But this but, it makes a conscious decision not to let all that stuff dominate our entire field of vision. It just changes our focus.
So how do we turn this little mental pivot into an active, real-world practice? Well, we land on thankfulness.
This final clause is our destination. I'm thankful for what I have. And just notice the wording here. Thankfulness isn't some passive feeling that we have to wait for to show up. It's an action. It's a conscious decision to scan our lives right now for the good that's already there, no matter how small it might seem.
This really just highlights two completely different ways of experiencing the exact same reality. You can choose to focus on what's missing, all the imperfections and problems, or, with the exact same circumstances, you can focus on what is present. This mantra is the tool that helps you make that choice.
Okay, this is all great in theory, but where the real power comes from is in the application. How do we turn this sentence from just a nice idea into a simple, repeatable mental exercise that you can use anytime, anywhere?
It's really just a simple three-step process. First, you just acknowledge the truth without any judgment. My life is not perfect. Second, you make that intentional pivot with the word but. And third, you actively practice gratitude by finishing the sentence. That's it. It's a full mental reset you can do in like under 5 seconds.
And why does this simple practice matter so much? Well, for one, it builds resilience. It trains you to look for the good even when times are tough. It also grounds you right here in the present moment. And over time, it cultivates a more positive, appreciative mindset. And you know the best part? You don't need anything to do it. Just the intention to try. So let's just sit with it one last time. My life is not perfect, but I'm thankful for what I have. It's an acceptance of reality, a conscious pivot, and an act of gratitude, all rolled into one incredibly efficient and powerful tool for modern life.
So, to leave you with a final thought, let's actually put this into practice, right here, right now. Forget the big picture for just a second. What is one small thing in this very moment that you are thankful for?